Abu Dhabi is limiting private school fee hikes to 15% max. So the Abu Dhabi Department of Knowledge and Education has introduced a new policy to regulate private school fees. Now, under the new policy, private schools in Abu Dhabi will be limited to raising their fees by up to 15% per year. Now, the move is part of a broader effort to ensure the affordability and transparency of private education in the Emirates.
15%, interesting. Additionally, the department has introduced a new measure that links school fee increases to the Abu Dhabi Education Cost Index, ensuring that any hikes are aligned with the overall cost of education in the region. So there's not going to be any massive jumps there. The policy also sets out clear guidelines on when and how schools can charge their fees.
Now, schools are now allowed to collect the first installment of tuition fees 1 month before the academic year begins. However, they are allowed as well to charge a registration fee up to 5% of the total tuition, which can be collected up to 4 months in advance.
The registration fee will be deducted from the final tuition fee. However, schools are prohibited from asking for any financial guarantees, pre-deposits or registration fees before a student has officially enrolled.
Now, this new policy, of course, aims to bring a greater clarity and fairness to the private education system in Abu Dhabi, helping families plan and manage their education costs more effectively. I think, this is really great because families tend to, I would say, plan their finances, and most of their planning of finances depends on their kids and where they are, where are they placing their kids in schools. And we all I all the time hear oh my God, schools and education is very expensive. But with that decision to not allow private schools to have a hike, only up to 15% is allowed. I think that's maybe gonna set the record straight, and parents will be able to know what school to enroll their kids in.
Yeah, I think there's both sides to the story here, because I think it's important for regulation and things like school fees, and that every school is operating in the same manner, because we got a couple of comments in for people saying some registration fees were non-refundable, and that obviously would affect them if their kid, for example, is on a waiting list for a school. They're paying this non-refundable registration fee. True. And then not getting it back. However, 50% is still a lot. I look at rent hikes, and if your rent is 15%, it's okay. But across the board, we've seen the KHDA in Dubai, that's the school government authority in Dubai, doing amazing things in terms of making sure that all the fee structure and the fee process is transparent, albeit it's high. At least you know exactly what you're paying. It's all very above board. You can go on to the school body online, and you can see how much school costs the whole way up year on year.
True.
And Abu Dhabi is following in their suit, especially ensuring with the pre-registration fees and things. So overall, I think it's great that they're regulating the process.
Yeah. No, I do agree with you, and as well, I think that one of the most effective way for new parents and or let's say parents who moved to the UAE recently, when they want to enroll their kids, is the fact that when they open the website of a school and they have the full rundown of how much the full year is going to be costing them, I think that's very effective. And with that rule, I think it's even going to be more effective for later on, as they are going to be planning on their finances.
Super helpful with the planning there.